Alright, hello, welcome to the Mystical Institute of Healing Arts. My name is Alicia. We're going to be working with the Monarchy rites. We're calling in the rites to come. You can download these on Facebook. My Facebook group is called the Monarchy Rites, Mystical Institute. Once you're accepted into the group, you can download this booklet under Files right to your computer. So we are on the rites to come. With this next step, we are offering the possibility of moving from our alignment to the past and to our current time to the alignment with the time to come. With it, we have the means to transform ourselves and join the ranks of luminous beings to develop the luminous energy field of angels within this single lifetime, rather than many generations. Existing luminous beings are humans who rose to the level of angels. Some remain in human form, while some are some are in spirit form. All have a mandate to protect those who are looking after the well-being of the planet. I love this picture. So the rites to come are Rite 8 and also Rite 9. This class is for Rite 8, the Starkeepers Rite. So the Starkeepers hold stewardship for the time to come. This rite installs the final codes for the new human, homo luminous, into our luminous energy field. It's a rite of passage as we take the quantum leap from who we are now to who we are becoming. We leave behind the stories that have shaped our lives so far to engage with pure energy, awakening the spirit consciousness within ourselves. According to lore, when we receive this rite, our physical bodies begin to evolve into that of homo luminous. The aging process is slowed down. We become resilient to diseases we were previously vulnerable to. In time, we may find ourselves processing disease more swiftly at an energetic level. Reaching into the center of creation, we release ourselves from our current way of being to anchor ourselves to the time to come. So we are more effective in the here and now. The process of the Starkeeper attunement takes us through a portal to connect us with the time to come. In our daily lives, and whenever we pass through a door, we have an opportunity to remind ourselves of the deep spiritual connection that we are making. So how many of you feel a connection to the stars already? I know I have always been awestruck. Even as a small child, I can remember sneaking out of my house and climbing all the way to the top of my dad's truck just so I could stargaze at night. I remember doing that when I was 3 years old. My mom came out, "What are you doing out here?" But they would beam light to me. I can remember just there was so much mystery, so much reverence. There still is whenever I look at the stars, and I can go right out there and just download information directly from the stars, and it just feels like light. It feels like nourishment. It's food for the soul. Who doesn't like to stargaze, right? So what do I want to say about these rites? I've given them to quite a few people. Every time I give them and every time I receive them, it's a little bit different, more specific to where that person is at. As multidimensional beings, you may feel connected to more than one star system. I know I certainly do. It took me a really long time to pinpoint where my starry ancestors were from, because I would get these amazing friends from Pleiades, from Sirius, from Andromeda, from Lyra. For as long as I could remember, it took me a very long time, and then I started, you know, to try to make sense out of that. I would get visitations from friends from Arcturus and Mintucken, which is from Orion star system. And when different people would come in to see me, I would see their beings and communicate with their beings. And you know, some of them were feline, some of them, you know, feline looking, some of them were humanoid looking, some of them look like pure light, some of them look like birds, and they had lots of feathers, and very benevolent, very kind. Not like Hollywood at all, more like, if you're gonna compare it to a movie, a Hollywood movie, I love the movie Cocoon. I love their version. And a lot of the beings that I've seen look exactly like that, pure light. And I've had 2 students paint a picture of me who didn't know each other. Not necessarily paint, well, actually they both said that it was a picture that Spirit told them to paint. And this is how Spirit showed them what my soul looked like, and it looked just like that. It was made up of this white energy, and I've seen that in a few other people too. So since then I've really connected with the blue beings, and it's just been this fascinating mystery that I've been unveiling my whole life. So I feel very connected and very blessed to be working with these energies now, and to be able to give it a name, and to have a modality that's been passed down from the Andes Mountains. They have all these wonderful names for the stars. I invite you to, after you do this one, at some point, you might really be interested in the star. This is just the star rites. This is the Starkeepers, and then there's the star rites, and there's also the Kota Kuna Karpe rite. Just some of my favorite rites. I love all of them for different reasons, but there are different times in our life where there's medicine coming down from different star systems, and different times where certain star systems are close to us. I know at the time of making this video, we're really, really close to the 888 portal. So they call that the Lion's Gate portal. And for me, I really connect with my Lyrian ancestors around that time, the ones that are more feline looking. But for many other people, it's the Syrian alignment that they're strongly connecting with. So it's similar when you're giving these rites as to what that person is really needing. So it's an opportunity for your starry ancestors to connect with you, and for you to say, I'm gonna open up sacred space, and I'm gonna call in the medicine that I need. And it's so amazing. I mean, when we're giving this rite, we just reach up like this after we call in sacred space, and they drop in this amazing sparkling starseed energy, and they just bring it right, we bring it down right into that person's chakras, and then just stay there. It's heaven. I could do this all day long. I love this rite. And you do this for each one of their chakras, starting with their root to their sacral, to their solar plexus, to their heart, to the throat, to the third eye, and the crown. And it's very similar to the others. As you open up Viracocha, only you're sitting in front of your protege, and your protege is lying down, and you're reaching up. And sometimes I feel that we receive from the left and we send with the right. So sometimes that feels really good to me and appropriate, and other times I feel like the energy is more coming right through my heart system, so I can receive by having my non-dominant hand on my heart space and transmit this way. So it just depends on what you're feeling that day. Go with your intuition. For those of you who are natural channels and natural healers, you will, rather than following what was written down exactly, like which step to take and using your mind to concentrate on what was written. I mean, definitely follow guidelines. Guidelines are good, and research is good, but when you are actually connecting with these amazing, wise beings, these are our starry ancestors, and you can see that there's this light shining over here. Reach into the light. Don't read the paper. Let the light come in and do what it's going to do, and bring that to the person. That's really what it's all about. And they do. Sometimes I would see a star constellation go up above the person's head in a line, and I would see the name of it, and I was just like, wow. And I would just watch the star just beam energy right down to them, and it was just so touching to help these people get in touch. And I know I've had many incredible teachers who have done that for me. If you are somebody who resonates with Lyria, you may notice that it's harder for you to pinpoint which star system you originated from, because the Lyrians have spent time in all of them. So what I discovered was that was my story, and it took me like 10 years to figure that out, because I had so many wonderful friends. But all of us are multidimensional, and when I do read other people, I see multiple star systems as a common theme. But there's one that's stronger, there's one that's more home to us, but we've incarnated many times as starseeds in many different places. So there it is there. All right. I do starseed readings and energy work. If you're curious and you want me to tune into that for you sometime, there are links at the bottom of this video in the comments below for you to be able to book one of those appointments. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for our transmission, which is coming up next, and it'll say Starkeepers Rite transmission. All right, I'll talk to you soon.